Hey guys, Dr. House here with Foundation Health and Wellness and Colton Curie Wellness Center. Today we're talking about immune health and pretty important system in your body, but mainly we're concerned about these bacteria, viruses that go on inside the body, the ability of the body to repair a torn rotator cuff or a sprained ankle. These are kind of things that your immune system does. So, of course, we're fighting bacteria and virus every single day. You're fighting cancer every day. You're a cancer fighter each and every moment because your body is taking care of different cells at all times. So, I know some people are wondering why certain people tend to get sick more than others. Hopefully we'll fledge out a little bit here, and I'm not going to get into the detail and statistics. We're really just going to talk about some more practical aspects of things. So mainly it is trying to promote just simple changes. Simple changes are pretty much the most profound when done routinely over time and the stewardship of your body. These simple changes will keep the system up and going on a routine basis. So let's get into it. So first off, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is by far a great tool. Basically, when you're giving your body a break of food, and less is actually more on an ongoing basis, especially for us adults. Kids are trying to develop and their cells are replicating at such a high rate. But intermittent fasting is very important because it gives your immune system a break from responding to food. So your immune system responds to every single ounce of food that you eat. And if you've looked at any of the numbers, you know that the average American eats about 2,000 pounds of food per year. And if you know anything, of course, you know that about 2,000 pounds is about 1 ton. And a good majority of that is sugar and grains, which for years and years have been told that we need to eat the majority of. And what we're seeing now is that is actually being flipped on its head. So intermittent fasting. So eating within a shortened window, usually within about 6 hours or so, 4 to 6 hours, which is generally skipping one meal a day. If you put it down to it, some people like to skip breakfast, some people like to skip dinner, some people will skip in the middle of the day. But basically, you're giving your body a break from food so that it can go and repair something, or it can go and fight a virus or a bacteria that your body's processing, that sort of thing. So if you give your body a break, it's able to prioritize. Second thing, basic foods. We'll talk about that more in the next video. And so that's a huge conversation. We won't deal with that here. Thirdly, move often and moving well. Again, we'll talk about that at another time. But basically, a sedentary lifestyle decreases your lymphatic flow. When you're sitting for more than 30 minutes, your body binds down and restricts its own motion. So when we're talking about moving well, a decreased movement decreases your lymphocyte, decreases the oxygen to the cell, which is demonstrated to decrease your immune system. So I've got a paper on that if you want to see it. So just shoot me a message if you do. Fourth, staying well adjusted. So when the body's adjusted, meaning by a chiropractic adjustment, what we've seen in the research is that will improve T lymphocyte production. And I won't get into all the science, but basically it doesn't give your body immunity to anything. We're not telling you that it's like a vaccine. No, it actually helps when the body accepts or gets a virus or a bacteria or whatever that is. It helps to amplify the response, and then once the issue is taken care of, it actually helps to turn it off. So an adjustment helps to bolster these kinds of cells inside your body, which is phenomenal how they work. But decreasing stress is always important. It also has been shown to improve a decrease in certain inflammatory markers. So last thing is a big conversation. It's sleep. And sleep is, of course, all about melatonin. Now, I'm not advocating a routine melatonin pill at the end of the day. I'm actually advocating against that. And the reason for that is you can take a melatonin pill at the end of the day, but in time, you're gonna need more. And in all the research that's coming out, it's showing that an ongoing melatonin supplement is actually counteractive to your overall health. So melatonin, it's important antioxidant, but it's actually started to show that it's an antiviral and it's an antibacterial. Okay, so how do you get all the melatonin that you need? Okay, so 4 straight hours of continuous sleep in the dark. If it's ever changed, if you ever wake up or if somebody startles you, you gotta start over. Okay, and if you're not getting 4, 5, 6 hours a night, you're not even getting the melatonin release. So sleep, huge for your health. And we'll probably talk about this more later in another time, how important melatonin is and sleep is. But for now, with all the COVID-19 issues going around, it's actually been demonstrated that it decreases what we call an inflammasome, which basically, I could get into all the nitty-gritty on your immune system, but what causes a lot of the ARDS, the acute respiratory distress syndrome, is that your body's responding to this virus, but it just creates more and more inflammation, which ultimately damages the lung tissue. That's what causes people to go on ventilators and so on. So even melatonin has been demonstrated to decrease this particular inflammasome. For all the nerds out there, that's what's called an NLRP3 inflammasome. For all the practicality and common sense of it, it's not hard to stay healthy, really. When you boil everything down, it's not hard. So sleep, make sure you're well adjusted, move well, move often, make sure you're getting some basic foods, and intermittent fast. So hopefully this helps you in these times. Hopefully this helps you promote good, regular, ongoing routines, rhythms, so that when you can steward your health this way, it will pay off in the long run. Thank you. Have a great day.